My name is Nashvalo and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Guys, this is an emergency Bitcoin update. We are currently in the middle of the United States, in the middle of our crypto expedition. If you haven't seen from New York to Alaska, if you haven't seen the first vlog, I'm gonna link it up here. Check it out. It's absolutely crazy. And the next vlog is coming out probably tomorrow. So anyway, right now, so many things have happened and I need to update you, and we are on the move in our portable trading station. It's absolutely insane. Nobody has ever attempted this before, and it's quite tough. But anyway, let's just jump straight into this because there are so many news about Michael Burry, about his $1.6 billion short of all the markets that there is misrepresented right now. Also about spot Bitcoin ETF going live and so many other things. So let's just jump straight into this. And if you appreciate these daily updates and me being on the move in the middle of the United States, somewhere in the whatever, like, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you're always notified when I make a new upload. And if you want to see all of my trades and the trades of my team, go. Okay, so first things first, Michael Burry, famous for the big short. He bets $1.6 billion against the US markets. There is so much fun and everybody's going crazy right now. Everything is gonna tank, blah blah blah. Well, here is what I think about this. Number one, he was wrong many times. So he was right about the 2008 crisis and he became very famous after that, but he made a lot of bad calls as well afterwards, and recently as well he was shorting Tesla. So he has made some bad calls. That's number one, but it doesn't mean he's going to be wrong again. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that he doesn't have a crystal ball. So also, this is important to understand. He supposedly bought a lot of, like, $1.6 billion worth of S&P 500 and NASDAQ puts. However, this is very misleading as the real value of the puts he bought is much lower. Nominal value is reported, not the amount Burry paid for the puts. So it's a lot smaller. He did not put everything on. People are saying that he put all of his money and everything on this short trade, but it's not the case. It's not true. And also, if you take a look at his holding right now, here is a list of recent portfolio additions. In summary, and this is what you need to understand, in summary, he's long bulk shippers, oil and gas companies, prisons, banks and media companies, and he's only short tech. So overall, actually, he's long the market, and only some of the stuff he's actually short. So this is what you need to understand. So just always research everything in detail. Now, next thing, which in my opinion could be absolutely huge for the markets, and we're coming down to a halt because there is construction on the road, lawsuit over Grayscale Bitcoin trust conversion, because remember there was this big, humongous lawsuit, is going to resolve this week as the discount persists. So there is this expectation that potentially we could see this lawsuit resolved. A lot of people are saying that Grayscale is gonna win, which is gonna actually help them convert their Grayscale Bitcoin trust into a spot Bitcoin ETF. This would be absolutely humongous. And industry experts are predicting that a decision on Grayscale's lawsuit with the SEC over its attempt to convert GBTC into an ETF will be made this week, at the latest by Friday. But my opinion, I think is going to be delayed again for whatever reason, and just like before. And actually, the next deadline will be in October. But if this happens this week, woo, and if it's going to be positive, woo. So pay attention to this, guys. Now, next thing, and we have a few more things before we get to the main juice and then get to the Bitcoin price targets and technicals, etc. Fitch warns it may be forced to downgrade dozens of banks, including JP Morgan Chase. So remember when this happened last time, Bitcoin went up. And of course they're going to be, because this whole colonial shit fiat system is just breaking, like the cracks are showing more and more every day. So this is something to look up to and something to look out for, I should say. So this is also very good for Bitcoin, certainly. Now the next thing I wanted to show you before we move to the juice is this right here. This chart right here shows that more than 11,000 Bitcoin have been withdrawn from known crypto exchange wallets in the past 24 hours, worth around 330 million. And usually when we have these kinds of spikes, Bitcoin price tends to go up because people understand and the institutions understand what is coming a few years down the road. In a short-term perspective, volatility can happen, whatever. But down the road, people understand that Bitcoin is scarce and they are actually withdrawing it, and they understand that the ETF is coming and the explosion is coming. So, and this is the proof. Just I mean, it's very obvious. Now about the spot Bitcoin ETF going live, and it is because we have one in Australia and Canada and now in Europe as well. First spot Bitcoin ETF lists in Amsterdam. I mean, only the United States is left basically, and a few Asian places, yes, but this is absolutely beautiful. I mean, it has been approved before, I think October 2021, but they actually pushed their plans to actually list it, and now it's listed because they understand that halving is coming up, and potentially the US spot ETF is coming up as well, so they're going all in. Guys, so many things are brewing. I know that Bitcoin is so stagnant and boring right now, but there is actually, if you look at these things precise, like very closely, there is nothing boring. Right now, we're actually setting up for maybe like some downside. We're gonna get to the chart in just a second. Some potentially downside momentum to kick the hamsters and deities and the weekends out before just something unprecedented. And this brings me to the update on my main trade. Again, for this crypto expedition, I'm trading differently. I'm taking scalp like degen scalp trades, etc. That's why I watch my vlogs. But my main trade, which I had before, stays the same. So it is so far a $357,000 long trade. Slight loss on it right now. It's small compared to all the profits we've been taking before, so this is peanuts, this is nothing, and I still have all of my orders to be filled if we go lower. And now this brings me to the chart, and actually the chart, if we remove all the drawings and all this speculation, then it's just side movish. There is nothing much happening. But right now, what I personally don't like to see is that we had this breakout from this wedge right here, and here is the breakout itself, beautiful. But it went to the side, we retested this level again and again, and right now we retested it again. If we lose it, this just opens the road to like 28,900, which basically is this very main support from our, let me toggle on auto. This is just the main support from the daily chart right here of this whole huge wedge. So if we break that, then the road will be open for this bigger capitulation event. Maybe some bad news comes out, hamsters get kicked out, and then we move to the upside. So, but this is not activated just until we actually finally see the break of this blue support, which is not happening just yet. It's just stagnant. So hopefully we're gonna just see some upside finally and retest 30k and just move up from there. So that's why I'm just standing still with my long trade, my swing long trade. Certainly I'm just trading up and down during this expedition, but this is what I believe long-term wise for my bigger trade, and to take profit on this bigger trade I'm gonna disclose in the upcoming next videos. So guys,